Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Frank the FM84 and thank you for choosing another one of my videos right here on YouTube. If you've been on the channel for the past couple of days, you will have seen that we started up a brand new rebuild save idea. We have gone out to France. We are in the capital, Paris, and we have taken on Minnows Paris FC. If you've been with us the past couple of days, you have seen that we managed to get promoted to Liga 1 at the first time of asking. It looks like it's going to be a difficult ride though. Whilst we're in the top flight of French football, we needed to go out and strengthen the team. Also, adding to our woes is the fact that we decided to make this a Children of the French Revolution, which means we can only sign players 21 and under, and that is going to be a challenge to find players who are that good who will join our team in the top flight. But we are giving it a good go, and as always, we're going to start today's episode off with some transfers. We have pushed through to the 2nd of February 2023, and that means we are through the winter transfer window. Not a lot of business actually done here. We did a lot of our business in the main transfer window in the summer, but there are a few transactions to show you. So let's start off as always with the player that has gone out. He's Saeed Arab. He has gone to ES Setif and he went for £49,000. So not a lot of money recouped there. But the two players that we bought in, the first one from Monaco is Malamine Efekele, 18 years old, can play in a number of positions, both left wing, right wing, can play as a makeshift striker, but he's not actually fine-tuned to play there yet. I think if we could develop him as a striker, it might be beneficial to us, give us another option up top. But you can see he's a raw ball of stats, pace, natural fitness, acceleration, agility, decisions, flair, good crossing and dribbling, first touch and passing to go with it. So I think this is a kid who was worth the investment. We went out and spent that kind of money on him, 650,000. And the second player that came in was Matthias Tell. Spent a bit more on him, £3.4 million at 17 years old. He's currently capped at under 19 level, so he has played at a age group above the one that he's currently playing at, and he fits in nicely with the players that are already in the team with Pinto, Tremoni, Fugue and Aki. And as you can see, he can play two different positions. He can play wide left for us and can be a makeshift striker if we need him to be. Looking at his stats, good pace, good acceleration, agility, balance, aggression, crossing, dribbling, passing and technique. It all makes sense to just go out and buy these kinds of players. At the age of 17, he has a 2.5-star current ability, but a 5-star potential against my own team. So hopefully we can fine-tune this one. And even if it doesn't really work out, we can maybe sell him for a profit further on down the line, which is exactly what the board want us to do. So then, not a lot of business actually happening here. You can see across the season that is going to leave us with a £9.25 million outlay. We have recouped £1.6 million of that. And it means that now the team is starting to get moulded. We have certain players in certain positions that we are really looking forward to see play for us. But was it all worth it? Let's hit that competitions tab and show you how we have got on. You can see this time we are sat 11th in Liga 1. We are literally just in the bottom of the picture there. We are on 28 points and we are actually doing okay. We're going to come back to this league table in just a second. Firstly, we're going to show you the finances and show you exactly what we were up against. So we have a bank balance of minus £1.6 million, a transfer budget of £196,000, but wage budget, there is actually quite a gap there. 155,000 available, spending 128. So I think at the moment it's about balancing the books, not crippling the club, because if we have a few seasons in Liga 1, we are going to need to continuously rebuild and add strength to the team in certain areas. We need to make sure there is money there, and if we bankrupt the club, there is going to be nothing for us to spend. In terms of the club vision then, how are we getting on in this tab? So develop players using the club's youth system. We have a few of those that have come through the academy anyway, put them into the first team and away we go. We are getting delighted. Meant to say we are very secure in our job and we have scored a B. Play defensively solid football, so they're disappointed about this, and this is obviously going to be a problem. Goalkeeper and back four is where we are most shaky. When you're looking for these players, you do need some experience in the team just to settle everybody down and kind of make everything okay. In our case, we don't have that. Most of our players being 21 or under means that there is nobody with a wise head on their shoulders. Playing defensively solid football, yeah, like I said, it's disappointed, but where we are in the league table suggests that we are actually playing okay and we are picking up points, which is the most important thing. Play direct football, satisfied. Not too sure my tactic plays direct football. The way we move the ball about is quite fluid, so I wouldn't say it's just a hoof it up the field. But if that's what they want to do, they can be satisfied with that as much as they want. And the next one is play counter-attacking football. So we are pleased from the board. We play counter-attacking football as part of the setup that we have at the club anyway. So a nice easy one for us to tick off. 5-year plan now then, work within the wage budget. We are doing that. We have quite a good gap in between the wage budget and what we are currently spending. Sign players to sell for a profit, as I mentioned with the 2 lads we've just brought in. That is a potential to do that further on down the line. Whether we do it or not is just purely down to how good we get in the save and how good they get as players. And then the other 2, sign players to sell for a profit and minimum 2-year contracts for first team players. They are both reserve judgment and not judging. In terms of end of current season, fight bravely against relegation. They are very pleased. We are sat in 11th. We are nowhere near the relegation zone. And in the Coupe de France, reached the 10th round at minimum. We have failed. Right then, let's go back to that competitions tab then and click on Liga 1 Uber Eats just to show you. PSG are sat top of the pile as per usual, but we are there scrapping away in 11th place. We have a win-loss record of 21 played, sorry, I wish it was 21-1. 21 played, 8-1, 4 drawn, 9 losses. A goal difference of 2 suggests that we don't score enough goals and we concede too many goals, and we have 28 points. So it's a decent start to the Liga 1 campaign. I think that we do need to tighten up at the back, and obviously going out and getting the types of players we need is going to be difficult. If we have a look at the player stats though, let's see what that reveals. So most goals, Umut Bozok with 20 goals from 21 appearances. That is a decent return, isn't it? I mean, we're not represented on that list, but that is still impressive numbers. In terms of most assists, Suso popping up there for Monaco with 13 assists, Nuno Mendes on 10, us again not represented. Most shots, not represented on the page, but Andy Delort with 80 shots leads the way, and then Gaetan Laborde 78, along with Umut Bozok. Most player of the match awards goes to Neymar, again not represented, but Neymar with 8, Laborde with 5, Aouar with 4, Badiashile with 4, and Dembele with 4, also Umut Bozok on 4. Most key passes, Houssem Aouar, 72 passes for him, Yassin Brahimi 69, Suso 67. We are on this board with Florent Hannin getting 52 key passes. Most tackles won, 3 players, Hannin, Pintor on the list. Pintor being the surprise one, because as a winger, I wouldn't have thought he'd be tracking back and making too many tackles, but he's working hard out there. And at the bottom, sneaking in 7th place, is Maxime Bernauer. Most dribbles made, Igor Silva leads the way, 65. Frank Honorat with 59. We are not on the board, but Jeremy Doku is there, as is Haidara here. So some interesting players on those lists. And then when we go to the goalkeeping stats, you've got most clean sheets, Donnarumma, fewest conceded, Donnarumma. No surprise there, plays for PSG. The other stats you might be able to see at the bottom are expected goals per 90 minutes. Gaetan Laura with 0.79, and then Bernauer and Ugochukwu. They have got 9 yellow cards each at this point of the season. I think, what are we in? 21 games? 9 yellow cards? That's nearly a 1 in 2 hit rate for yellow cards. It's not a good thing at all. Florent Hannin, he got 3.01 for tackles per 90 minutes, and Pintor getting a 2.9. And then shots blocked, Ndiaye with 14 shots blocked. Let's go and have a look then. We were winners of the Friendly Cup, but Friendly Cups don't mean anything no matter how hard people tell you. And then the Coupe de France, we were knocked out in the 9th round by Nice. So a decent enough cup run, but it ended probably a little bit too soon. But our main focus going into the second half of the season is going to be on Liga 1. So let's have a look at the squad and that assistant report just to show you what's happening. So our assistant now is coming up with this as the best 11. We've got Bajic in goal, Hannin, Bamba, Ndiaye and Bernauer, Diakite, Ugochukwu, Jabi, and then we've got Tremoni and Pintor with Laura up top. So plenty of room for improvement, but it's just a case of A, getting the money to improve, and B, getting the right players in, especially to fit the criteria of the save. Right then, you're at this point of the video. Firstly, a big thank you. Secondly, if you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, please consider doing so. If you want to stay up to date with everything going on in this save out in Paris, Don't forget to hit the subscription notification bell too, so you never miss another video. If you're the type of person that's already done all those good things for me, I really do appreciate you. I'm going to be wrapping this one up. Go and check another video out on the channel. There is something for everybody. And until that point, I'll catch you soon.